Right? Turning video games and playing video games into a scholarship to a nice college was not a thing about 5 to 10 years ago. I used to not think I could do anything with video games. It's more of a casual thing to do with friends, it's a social experience, and nowadays it's something I can compete for. It's something that I can get scholarship money for, and I take it a lot more seriously. Got it?
In 2018, U.S. colleges offered $16 million in esports scholarships. That's just a fraction of the nearly $4 billion offered in athletic scholarships, but it's more than 3 times the amount offered to esports competitors in 2015.
Esports is competitive video game play. When I started as a guidance counselor about 14 years ago, I did not think that there would ever be a time where I would be a sponsor of an esports program that would be competing for scholarships at the college level. It's just unbelievable. Still hard to believe.
So we'll go with you 4 then, right? Playing tank. So let's match up.
I take students to colleges all the time. And when I found out on one of those college visits with students that there was a program in Missouri that offered scholarships for students playing esports, I thought it was a no-brainer. We should, at the high school level, have a way of allowing them to develop their skills so they could be successful and earn those scholarships. I already knew a lot of students that were interested in competitive gaming. It was just a matter of me finding them and bringing them together and seeing how they wanted to run it.
I'm Jeremy Murray. I'm a senior at Francis Howell Central, and I'm captain of the Overwatch team. Video games are a complex thing. These sorts of games like Overwatch, League of Legends, Super Smash Bros., CSGO, Rainbow Six, these all have complicated mechanics. They all have team mechanics, and it's just like any other traditional sport. These are games designed with rules and ways of winning and ways of losing. You usually have a main tank at the front with a shield because, you know, you got to be able to protect your team. So he can.
I allow the students to take on a lot of leadership roles. I cannot be a coach for them because I just don't have the level of game knowledge that they have.
Plus you.
We have a lot of students that don't fit in other programs here at school, that are not athletic students by nature, but they know video games. For some of these students to have an opportunity to go to a 4-year college and maybe get a $4,000 or $10,000 scholarship, just like any student who is playing baseball or basketball or football. We have some of these students that will really benefit from it.
Last year, students at Francis Howell Central High School formed the school's first esports team. 6 students on that team were offered nearly $400,000 in scholarships to play in college. The rise in scholarship money has coincided with the rise in high school competitions. Tournaments are often regional and ad hoc, but companies are vying for the right to host national leagues organized into conventional seasons.
Right now, a lot of the programs at the high school level are few and far between, but that is changing. That's changing very quickly. I know I was told a lot as a child growing up that video games are fun, but you need to focus on more important things. We are asking parents to commit to allow their kids to play video games at key times where we need them to practice and we need them to participate. So that is sometimes a hard sell. However, when I throw out about the scholarships that we've been offered in the past year, just in our first year, it helps convince a lot of people.
When I first heard about esports at the high school, I have to tell you, I personally was pretty excited, mostly because I had seen a great interview on Real Sports on HBO about a League of Legends tournament that had happened in Los Angeles where they filled the entire stadium with people watching these people play. I had kind of come to the realization that this is actually something big. It's not just kids down there wasting time. I guess I've become a little bit more of a sports dad in that I also force them to play sometimes because I kind of think that's like any sport. If you're going to be a basketball player, you want your son to go out and shoot free throws for a while. In this case, I need him to stay up on this if he's going to compete for a scholarship at a higher level.
Usually during the weekdays, I try to fit in at least an hour to 2 hours of practice per day. And then on the weekends, I grind it out with my fellow teammates and we try to do about 4 to 5 hours a weekend. This is a commitment. This isn't something you just go home and you just play a video game for 12 hours and then you go to sleep. This is a practice. This is things that people show up to, and this is something that people want to do. It's just like any other sport, and it's just like any other type of work. It's something you have to grind to get good at. You can't just be good one day and be settled with it.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.